Hello friends, welcome to CEC Gurukul Lectures. Dear friends, with our another session on career counseling called Pratibha Samvardhan, we are here for you with another emerging topic. Dear friends, we know that most of you wish to go abroad for higher studies and most of you think please give us some idea so that we can opt for the good universities, the good colleges, so that we could have a better option in life. And apart from that, you also think about can someone suggest us that there is a university which gives you education at a low cost, because studying in abroad is an easy task and most of you want to grab maximum out of studying in the abroad countries, in the abroad universities. So dear friends, if you have any such questions in mind, then we would like to tell you all that today for this session we have the most appropriate person to talk on this topic. We have with us Mr. Prashant Bhatia. Mr. Prashant Bhatia is a counselor who teaches you how you can apply for the abroad universities. He is currently working with Center for Career Development, and apart from that, he has immense knowledge. He has written numerous articles on media policy, higher education, which are published in foreign publications, in publications of Australia, and he was there in Australia for 11 years. And apart from that, he keeps on contributing to the masses because he believes that whatever he has attained through his experiences, he should definitely give to the masses and the youth like you. So we would like to welcome our guest, Mr. Prashant Bhatia, once again. Hello sir, welcome to the lecture.
Thank you very much for the wonderful introduction. I've recently returned from Australia last year, and since last year I've been working with the Center for Career Development, helping students who are interested in going abroad to a variety of destinations, not just the popular ones like the US, UK, Australia or Canada, but also the less popular ones which are also more affordable for the students who are planning to go and study overseas. So today I will be talking to you about the low cost study abroad destinations जहाँ पर Indian students can go and they can explore those institutions and those countries as well. I'm sure कि आप में से बहुत सारे students already familiar हैं study destinations जैसे कि US, UK, Australia, Canada और New Zealand के साथ, and we also realize कि ये जो destinations हैं they are quite expensive. This is why today I will talk about a few countries where you can study at a relatively low cost but still get a good quality of education. So the first country जिसके बारे में हम बात करना start करेंगे आज is Netherlands. Netherlands is located in Western Europe, and the cost of studying in this country is anywhere between 7 lakhs to 15 lakhs per annum. ठीक है. English is widely spoken in this country. Generally हमारे पास जब students आते हैं तो उनका ये misconception होता है कि क्या Netherlands के अंदर because they speak Dutch, so क्या वहाँ पे English में education होगी? Will I face any difficulties in studying there? Which is a very valid and a very acceptable question to have. But the answer to that question is कि वहाँ पर हर कोर्स का, चाहे वो अंडर ग्रेजुएट हो चाहे पोस्ट ग्रेजुएट हो, हर कोर्स का मीडियम ऑफ इंस्ट्रक्शन इंग्लिश ही है. तो आपको वहाँ पे रहने में और पढ़ाई करने में कोई भी दिक्कत नहीं होती है. प्लस पढ़ाई करने के बाद कोई भी कोर्स आप वहाँ पे फिनिश करें, चाहे अंडर ग्रेजुएट हो चाहे पोस्ट ग्रेजुएट हो, उसके बाद आप वहाँ पे कम से कम 1 साल के लिए रुक सकते हैं. 1 साल के अंदर आप वहाँ पे काम कर सकते हैं, काम ढूंढ सकते हैं, फ्रीलांस वर्क कर सकते हैं या फिर इंटर्नशिप्स भी कर सकते हैं. सो 1 साल इज़ अ क्वाइट अ लॉन्ग अमाउंट ऑफ टाइम फॉर यू टू इम्प्लीमेंट व्हाट यू स्टडीड इन योर कोर्स इन रियल लाइफ इन द इंडस्ट्री. इसके साथ साथ वहाँ पे जो institutions हैं they are very very good and they offer a very wide range of courses both at the bachelor's level and at the master's level, and like I said English is very widely spoken in that country. तो आपको वहाँ पे रहने में और पढ़ाई करने में कोई दिक्कत नहीं होगी if you are familiar with and comfortable with English as a language. So वहाँ की कुछ institutions which are quite popular are Delft, there is the University of Amsterdam, there is Utrecht, and there is Erasmus University in Rotterdam. All of these institutions are cost effective as compared to let's say US, UK, Australia और Canada, जहाँ पे आप रफली 30 से 35 लाख 1 साल का स्पेंड करते हैं अपनी ट्यूशन फीस के ऊपर. यहाँ पर सिर्फ जैसा मैंने बताया कोई भी इंस्टीट्यूशन के अंदर आप 15 लाख तक स्पेंड करेंगे 1 साल अपनी पढ़ाई के ऊपर। तो काफ़ी डिफरेंस इज़ वेरी बिग, इट्स वेरी ह्यूज एंड इट मैटर्स व्हेन यू आर स्टडिंग इन अ डिफरेंट कंट्री। सो अपार्ट फ्रॉम द इंस्टीट्यूशंस, वहाँ पे जो टॉप कोर्सेज हैं, देर आर क्वाइट अ लॉट ऑफ देम। सबसे पहले नेदरलैंड्स के अंदर, बिकॉज दे हैव अ वेरी वास्ट अमाउंट ऑफ ग्रीन एरिया इन द कंट्री, तो नेचुरल साइंसेज जैसे कि हॉर्टिकल्चर, एग्रीकल्चर और उनसे रिलेटेड जो रिसर्च फील्ड्स हैं, उसके अंदर बहुत सारी अपॉर्चुनिटीज़ अवेलेबल हैं पढ़ाई करने की भी, रिसर्च करने की भी और काम करने की भी। उसी से रिलेटेड एक बहुत अच्छा फील्ड है बायो इन्फॉर्मेटिक्स, जो कि बायोलॉजी और टेक्नोलॉजी और मैथ्स और स्टेटिस्टिक्स के फील्ड को कंबाइन कर कर बनाया गया है, जो कि एम्स्टर्डम की इंस्टीट्यूशंस बहुत ही एंथुजियास्टिकली स्टूडेंट को टीच करती हैं, और वहाँ पर उसके बाद जॉब अपॉर्चुनिटीज़ और करियर अपॉर्चुनिटीज़ भी बायो इन्फॉर्मेटिक्स के फील्ड में बहुत अच्छी हैं। इसके अलावा जो हमारे रेगुलर जो कोर्सेज़ हैं, जैसे कि कंप्यूटिंग में, सिस्टम्स इंफॉर्मेटिक्स में, कंप्यूटर साइंस में, बिजनेस एडमिनिस्ट्रेशन, मैनेजमेंट में, फाइनेंस एंड अकाउंटिंग में, ऑल दीज कोर्सेज आर द पॉपुलर हॉट कोर्सेज अवेलेबल इन द नेदरलैंड्स एज ऑफ नाउ. So that is Netherlands as a country in a snapshot. The second country, which is also in Europe, which I'm going to talk about today, is Finland. So the average cost of studying in Finland varies anywhere from, let's say, 5 lakhs to 15 lakhs per annum. फिनलैंड के अंदर भी it has one of the really good and very high performing education systems in the whole world. In fact, I was reading an article yesterday जिसमें कि ये लिखा हुआ था कि फिनलैंड के जो एजुकेशन सिस्टम है, not just the schools but the tertiary education system, उनकी जो universities हैं, they have been ranked since the year 2019, they have been ranked amongst the top 3 globally. एंड इनफैक्ट कई इंस्टीट्यूशंस यूएसए और यूके की को भी उन्होंने पीछे छोड़ दिया है इन टर्म्स ऑफ द एकेडमिक एक्सीलेंस दैट दे ऑफर एट द यूनिवर्सिटीज़ इन फिनलैंड. प्लस उसके साथ साथ पढ़ाई के अलावा फिनलैंड इज़ ऑफन कंसिडर्ड टू बी वन ऑफ द हैप्पीएस्ट प्लेसेस इन द वर्ल्ड टू लिव इन, एंड हु वुडंट वांट टू गो एंड लिव एंड स्टडी इन अ प्लेस विच इज़ हैप्पी, जहाँ पर लोग खुश हैं एंड दे हैव लेस स्ट्रेस इन लाइफ. सो आई थिंक ऑल इन ऑल फिनलैंड प्रेजेंट्स अ वेरी गुड स्टडी डेस्टिनेशन फॉर स्टूडेंट्स फ्रॉम इंडिया एंड ऑल अक्रॉस द वर्ल्ड. वहाँ पर पढ़ाई करने के बाद आप तकरीबन 1 साल तक उसके बाद वर्क बेस्ड रेजिडेंशियल प्रोग्राम के लिए रुक सकते हैं, जहाँ पर अगेन आप इंटर्नशिप्स कर सकते हैं, पेड वर्क ढूंढ सकते हैं और कर सकते हैं. तो आपके ऊपर कोई ऐसी बंदिश नहीं होती है कि आपको इमीडिएटली पढ़ाई ख़त्म करने के बाद इंडिया वापस आना है, ऐसा कुछ नहीं है. आप वहाँ पे 1 साल तक रुक कर अपने लिए जॉब्स ढूंढ सकते हैं, जॉब कर सकते हैं, और अगर आप खुश हैं उधर, आपके एम्प्लॉयर भी खुश हैं, तो यू कैन ऑल्सो एक्सटेंड योर स्टे बियॉन्ड द 1 year. That's also possible to do in a country like Finland. Finland के अंदर a couple of institutions which are quite good. There is Helsinki School of Business. There is Aalto. There is Tampere, and there is also Helsinki School of Economics, which is very very good for courses in business and management. नेदरलैंड से थोड़ा हटकर फिनलैंड के अंदर हॉर्टिकल्चर या नेचुरल साइंसेज की जगह बिजनेस और मैनेजमेंट में जो कोर्सेज हैं, जैसे कि अगर आपने एमबीए करनी है और स्पेशली अगर आपने किसी डिजिटल फील्ड में एमबीए करनी है, तो उसके लिए फिनलैंड इज़ अ वेरी गुड कंट्री टू कंसिडर. उसके अलावा टेक्नोलॉजी से रिलेटेड कोर्सेज जैसे कि वायरलेस नेटवर्किंग में आजकल फिनलैंड के अंदर बहुत डिमांड है. हमारे यहाँ से वी हैड अ कपल ऑफ स्टूडेंट्स हु वी सेंट टू स्टडी इन Finland, and now after finishing their master's course, they're very happy there, they're working there, and they have truly made 100% effort to not just succeed in studies there but also to excel in life there. So यूनिवर्सिटी के बाहर जो लाइफ है उसके अंदर भी उन्होंने काफ़ी efforts किए to get a part-time job in their field, and they're truly enjoying the living experience of being in a country like Finland. So apart from wireless networking, computer science, design और नर्सिंग के अंदर भी फिनलैंड के अंदर बहुत अच्छे कोर्सेज अवेलेबल हैं, और कोर्स करने के बाद जॉब अपॉर्चुनिटीज़ एंड करियर अपॉर्चुनिटीज़ आर ऑल्सो अवेलेबल इन फिनलैंड इन दीज फील्ड्स. सो दैट इज़ फिनलैंड. द थर्ड कंट्री जिसके बारे में हम आज बात करेंगे, जो कि आई एम श्योर आप लोगों को बहुत पहले से ही पता होगा उसके बारे में, इज़ जर्मनी. जर्मनी इज़ अ वेरी पॉपुलर स्टडी डेस्टिनेशन स्पेशली फॉर अस इंडियंस. बहुत सारे इंडियन स्टूडेंट्स हर साल जर्मनी में पढ़ने के लिए जाते हैं, अंडर ग्रेजुएट एंड पोस्ट ग्रेजुएट कोर्सेज बोथ. सो द कॉस्ट ऑफ स्टडिंग इन जर्मनी कैन बी अप टू 15 lakhs per annum. which is again quite reasonable in comparison to other destinations like US, UK, Australia. Plus, Germany is also one of those very few countries in the world, not just in Europe, but in the world, जहाँ पर public institutions can offer you totally free education. So yes, you heard that right. Germany के अंदर there are a lot of public universities which can offer you education at no cost. You can study for free, but हाँ वहाँ तक पहुँचने के लिए there are certain tests and requirements that you have to fulfill. One of the requirements is कि आपको German language अच्छी तरीके से आनी चाहिए. German language का एक course होता है which is called as Delft. So you have to complete a certain level of that course like B1 to C2, and then once you complete those levels in German language, then you are eligible to study in Germany at no cost at all. So the government will fund your education there. So that's one of the benefits of studying there. The second one is of course that अगर आप वहाँ पे किसी private institution में भी पढ़ रहे हैं तो वहाँ पर भी depending upon the course that you choose and the field that you do. So for example अगर आपने IT में कोई course किया या wireless networking में कोई course किया, because these skills are very much in demand in the German society as a whole, तो वहाँ पर private institutions भी आपकी education को subsidize कर सकती हैं. That's also a possibility there. पढ़ाई करने के बाद जस्ट लाइक अदर यूरोपियन कंट्रीज जर्मनी के अंदर भी आप 18 महीने के लिए पोस्ट स्टडी वर्क वीज़ा यू कैन अवेल ऑफ दैट अपॉर्चुनिटी आफ्टर यू फिनिश योर डिग्री फ्रॉम अ गुड accredited German university. 18 months again is a very long amount of time for someone to not just look for work but also do a couple of internships to find out whether they like the country, whether they like to live there or not. And if you get a good opportunity to work there, then of course stay back there and you can extend the stay beyond the 1.5 years as well. Germany के अंदर there are mainly 3 types of institutions. One of them is the technical universities. This includes institutions like the University of Bonn and Heidelberg University. इनका नाम टेक्निकल इंस्टीट्यूशन इसलिए है बिकॉज दे फोकस ऑन मोर एकेडमिकली ओरिएंटेड कोर्सेज रादर देन मोर प्रैक्टिकल कोर्सेज. सो यहाँ पर आपको अगर ह्यूमैनिटीज़ या साइंसेज में भी कोर्स आप करते हैं सो द कोर्सेज विल बी वेरी एकेडमिक इन नेचर. उसमें पढ़ाई और थ्योरेटिकल नॉलेज के ऊपर ज़्यादा एम्फोसिस होगा, इसीलिए इनका नाम टेक्निकल इंस्टीट्यूशंस या यूनिवर्सिटीज़ है. सेकेंड इंस्टीट्यूशन इन जर्मनी इज़ द यूनिवर्सिटी ऑफ अप्लाइड नॉलेज और अप्लाइड साइंसेज. जस्ट लाइक द नेम सजेस्ट, यहाँ पर आप जो भी पढ़ाई करेंगे वो प्रैक्टिकल होगी बिकॉज इट इज़ अप्लाइड. सो वॉट एवर यू स्टडी हियर, वेदर इट्स इन बिजनेस और engineering or whether it's in the field of social sciences, it will be more practice based, more practical knowledge that you get. And an example of an institution like this is the Frankfurt University of Applied Sciences. The third and the final category of universities in Germany are more to do with the liberal arts. So these are the universities of art, film and music, and like the name suggests, यहाँ पर आप arts के अंदर creative aspect के अंदर courses और different fields को explore कर सकते हैं. An example of this is the State Academy of Fine Arts in Stuttgart. So these are all the good institutions, the different kinds of institutions in Germany. जर्मनी के अंदर जो कोर्सेज आप पढ़ सकते हैं आज की डेट में विच आर क्वाइट इन डिमांड देयर. फर्स्टली क्योंकि वहाँ पर टेक्निकल बेंट ज़्यादा है, सो मैथ्स और कंप्यूटर साइंस के अंदर अगर आपने कोई कोर्स किया यू विल हैव अ वेरी गुड चांस कि वहाँ पर जो गवर्नमेंट है दे विल आस्क यू टू स्टे बैक देयर एंड वर्क फॉर अ कपल ऑफ ईयर्स. प्लस इंजीनियरिंग के अंदर किसी भी टाइप की इंजीनियरिंग हो, बट स्पेसिफिकली अगर आपने ऑटोमोटिव, इंडस्ट्रियल या एनवायरमेंटल इंजीनियरिंग में बैचलर्स या मास्टर्स किया हुआ है वहाँ से, सो देन अगेन द करियर प्रॉस्पेक्ट्स आर वेरी वेरी ब्राइट देयर. इन एडिशन टू दिस, आर्किटेक्चर एंड डिज़ाइन, एनर्जी, natural sciences like earth science से related, biology, physics and chemistry से related, and of course business and economics से related जो courses हैं, they are all very much in very high demand in different parts of Germany. So apart from this country, the next destination which we will look at is Sweden. Sweden is also a European country, and I'm sure you must be wondering ki why are all these destinations in Europe only. The fact is कि Europe has not really opened up its education system to Indian students yet in comparison to the US, UK, Australia और Canada. वहाँ पर अभी भी इतने सारे इंटरनेशनल स्टूडेंट्स जा नहीं रहे हैं बिकॉज द पॉपुलेशन इज़ क्वाइट लेस. बट लकीली फॉर अस, in the last 4 or 5 years, in the COVID era, a lot of the countries are now warming up to the idea of having more students from India and making them a part of their, not just the education system, but a part of their society as well. So this is why a majority of the countries that I'm talking about today are located in different parts of Europe. So coming back to Sweden, Sweden के अंदर the cost of studying on a per annum basis can be anywhere from 7 lakhs to 10 lakhs per annum. So it's quite cost effective, like you can see. Sweden के अंदर बहुत सारी public and private institutions हैं and they offer a wide variety of courses in different disciplines. प्लस वहाँ पर स्वीडन में आज की डेट में आप अपना कोर्स ख़त्म करने के बाद अंडर ग्रेजुएट या पोस्ट ग्रेजुएट ख़त्म करने के बाद यू कैन स्टे बैक देयर फॉर अप टू 24 months or 2 years and this is again a very long amount of time for you to look for work, to do internships, to do freelance work or to study further if you want to do that as well. So again, Sweden is one of those welcoming कंट्रीज़ जहाँ पर ये बच्चे के ऊपर कभी स्ट्रेस नहीं होता है कि मेरी पढ़ाई ख़त्म होने वाली है या आई एम इन माई फाइनल सेमेस्टर एंड नाउ आई हैव टू रश बैक टू इंडिया और आई हैव टू फाइंड अ जॉब वेरी क्विकली, जो कि कई कंट्रीज़ के अंदर सिनेरियो है बट नॉट इन द कंट्रीज़ दैट आई एम टॉकिंग अबाउट टुडे. So Sweden के अंदर some of the good institutions are Stockholm, there is Chalmers and there is also Malmo. All of these are good institutions and they offer a lot of courses. Sweden के अंदर the tourism industry and the travel industry is very very well developed, of course, because it's a very beautiful country to live in. तो वहाँ पर international tourism से related जितने भी course हैं they are in very much high demand. Plus new media design, so social media, digital media and comms से related जितने भी courses हैं they are very much in high demand in different institutions in Sweden. Plus also sustainability से related, so whether it's sustainability architecture, whether it's sustainability to do with developing an enterprise like a social enterprise or sustainability in terms of engineering as well, they are all popular courses to study in Sweden. And last but not least, biology से related, of course, bioinformatics is a good field to consider, but also biomedicine in particular is a very good field to study in one of the institutions in Sweden. So that's as far as Sweden is concerned. Let's look at another country before we take a pause and take your questions on board or we talk a little bit about the destinations. The next destination we have is Denmark. Denmark is also very close to Sweden and to Norway. और यहाँ पर पढ़ने का जो cost आता है is roughly around 5 lakhs to 14 lakhs INR per annum. There are different types of degrees and courses which are available at different institutions in Denmark. पर्टिकुलरली डेनमार्क के अंदर कई इंस्टीट्यूशंस ऐसे हैं जो कि 3 साल या 4 साल का बैचलर्स ऑफर नहीं करते हैं. दे कैन ऑल्सो ऑफर एन एसोसिएट डिग्री विच इज़ ओनली फॉर 1 year or for 1.5 years. So you will still get a degree like a bachelor's degree, but you don't have to spend 3 years studying there. You can complete that degree in a shorter amount of time. Plus, of course, you have your regular 2 years or 1.5 years masters as well. Sweden के अंदर international students have the option to stay back for up to 3 years after finishing their course from a Danish university. 3 साल again is a very long amount of time. It is comparable to some of the best stay back periods in the world. Denmark के अंदर अगर आपके पास 3 साल हैं, there are plenty of opportunities for you to find work and to do work there. And once you stay back there for 3 years and you feel like it, then Denmark के अंदर you can also extend your stay by applying for a permanent residence there. So that option is also open in a country like Denmark. Denmark के अंदर some of the good institutions are Aarhus, Aalborg. There is of course the University of Copenhagen and the Copenhagen School of Design and Technology. All of these are good institutions which offer a wide variety and a wide range of courses across different fields and disciplines. So let's look at some of the courses which are in high demand in Denmark at the moment. So Denmark, because it's a very green economy, it's a very green and a very vast country as well. तो वहाँ पे landscape architecture, a specific field of architecture is very very in high demand at the moment. Plus also environmental sustainability से related courses जैसे कि construction management, environmental sustainability, design in terms of sustainability, all these courses are very very popular in Denmark at the moment. Plus you also have your conventional courses like international business and marketing, fundamentals of accounting and finance. All these courses are very much in high demand in Denmark at the moment. Right. So before we move on to the last country, which is Czech Republic and particularly Prague, if there are any doubts or questions about what we have discussed till now, please feel free to ask them at this point.
Yes, definitely. All the students who might be watching us right now would be very much curious and they would have lots and lots of questions in mind. I too have questions on your behalf, as we have discussed numerous countries over here, one after other, whether it's Finland, Netherlands, Denmark, Sweden, Germany. My question is, because we are talking about the countries which provide the courses with the universities which provide courses at the lowest cost. Like in India, we have the scenario where father takes an education loan and the child say afterwards, I get the placement, I'll pay all the debts. What are the provisions there for studying there?
So that's a very good question to begin with. So education loan ka jo provision hai, they are available. So there are two options available. The first is that you can avail of an education loan, a study abroad education loan from a financial institution in India. जहाँ पे advantage ये है because it's your country where you originate from. तो यहाँ पे आपको finances को handle करने में और repayment करने में it's relatively easier. So that's the first option that you can consider. There are various organizations now, like I'm sure by name also a lot of the students will remember them, but there is an organization called Gyandhan which provides specifically study abroad loan to students who are interested in studying overseas. The second option which the students can avail of is getting an education loan from a financial institution in the country where they are planning to go. So this is slightly more tricky because वहाँ पे अगर आपने लोन को अवेल करना है, so then you must know someone जो कि वहाँ पर रहते हैं या तो वहाँ के वो citizen है or they are a resident of that country. So this is particularly true for a country like United States, for example. So अगर आपने Bank of America से for example loan आपने लेना है, so they will ask you, they will give you the loan of course if it's a recognized course, but they will ask कि आपका जो guarantor है, the guarantor has to be a person who has lived in America for let's say 10 years or so. So that's the only, I think, the technical difficulty which the students might face if they want to get an education loan from the country where they plan to go. But otherwise, if you're planning to take the loan from India and you plan to finance the studies from here as well, so there are plenty of options available here too.
Fine. If I'm from India, the student is from India, I would say, and my uncle is there in, for example, America for past 20 years, 15 years. So that will do. I mean, a blood relation is important, or any person can be a guarantor.
It can be anyone, but if you have like a family or a relative or a close friend that you have known for a long amount of time, so that of course matters a lot to them. That gives you like that extra advantage. So वहाँ पर फिर loan के लिए भी it will become easier for you to get the loan.
Wonderful. So, Mr. Prashant Bhatia has laid very important points over here. Dear friends, we are going to upload this lecture on YouTube. If you have missed, you can definitely watch it out again and again by forwarding and backwarding, because some points are never be left undone. They should be completed. They should be taken care of at every point. So, as we have discussed in detail about the various universities, the various colleges, the various courses, now after some time, after doing a certain course from any of the universities you have mentioned over here, I feel so I need to study more. Are there provision for that also?
Definitely. I think again that's a really good question, and I feel that way as well as someone who's done his masters from overseas. But like I say, and everybody says, I'm sure you agree with that as well, कि पढ़ाई की कोई age नहीं होती है, learning की कोई age नहीं होती है. You are always learning in life, whether you are 90 or whether you are 9 years old. So I think there are options available. There are plenty of कोर्सेज अवेलेबल ओवरसीज जहाँ पे आप भी अप्लाई कर सकते हो, मैं भी पढ़ाई के लिए अप्लाई कर सकता हूँ.
बिल्कुल, जैसा कि आपने कहा कि फिनलैंड इज अ ब्यूटीफुल कंट्री टू लिव इन, एंड आफ्टर स्टडिंग आई फील सो नहीं रुक जाते हैं, यहीं ठहर जाते हैं, यहाँ से कहीं नहीं जाते हैं. देन आई हैव ऑप्शंस टू ईदर आई वर्क और आई स्टडी. बोथ द प्रोविजंस आर अवेलेबल.
Both the options.
Now, because as you have explained in detail how important it is to learn German while applying for the German universities, is it applicable for other universities also, other countries also?
So that's again a good question to begin with. So जितनी भी countries के बारे में आज हमने बात की है, whether that's Finland, Sweden, Denmark, Germany, वहाँ पर unfortunately the first language is not English. So Finland के अंदर you have Finnish, Sweden के अंदर you have Swedish, Denmark के अंदर Danish, Germany के अंदर German. So आप कभी भी अगर किसी सोसाइटी में जाते हैं, so अगर आपको वहाँ की language you are not familiar with it, that will create some impediments, that will create some like obstacles. But as far as the education is concerned, as far as your life in the university is concerned, completing your education with good marks and getting a good quality education is concerned, usme you will not have any issue. Even if you're not familiar with the language there, the professors and the tutors and the peers there, they know that international students are not at that level where they are, so they make those like adjustments. So padhai mein to there will be no dikkat at all. But the only problem that you might face is when you step outside of the university. So agar aapne course ke saath which you should do is you want to apply for part-time work or you want to do an internship,
then communication would be difficult.
So communication will be an issue there if you're not familiar with the local language there. Yeah.
So one need to spare extra time to study the language.
Exactly. Now, you have to be mentally prepared कि मुझे थोड़ा सा time I have to set aside everywhere to understand the culture and the language there.
And we should appreciate the Indian education system where at the school level, the students are being taught about different languages such as Spanish, French, German, so that once they go outer world, I should say, it would be easier for them that they know the language.
I think जो बच्चे 6th में या 10th तक जो भी third language पढ़ते हैं, whether it's French or German or Spanish or Italian, I think that can come in very, very handy. Not just in terms of अगर आपने बाहर पढ़ने जाना है, but also to explore a different culture, to understand what their language involves. So I think learning a new language from a new age, from a young age, is a very good asset that many of us have in India.
Definitely, as you have very clearly pointed out here that as in when you are stepped inside the university, okay fine, you'll gel with that. But if you go to the outside world, if you want to stay in that country, if you want to work, a part-time work also, then communication is very important. Exactly. And from that point of view, language would be an additional advantage, a feather to your cap. So dear friends, we believe that you might have lots and lots of questions in your mind if you are willing to go abroad, and if you wish to have a successful career outside India too, this is the right time to ask questions, as Mr. Prashant Bhatia is with us. He is the eminent career counselor with the Center for Career Development. He teaches you, he gives you examples, suggestions, so that when you stepped into outer world, you have a true picture of where you will landing to. So we would be talking more on this topic. We would like you to keep watching us. Thank you for watching us.